charismatic listeners, and welcome to the Flow of an Aquarius podcast, presented by Badstew Productions, and with your host, Panther Forte.
Welcome to the 5th episode. We're going to count it in French. Remember, I'm teaching y'all something. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th episode. Numero 5. But anyway, how are y'all doing? Y'all good? Y'all good this day that y'all listening to this morning? I'm recording this on a Saturday again because I've been too lazy to record. I can't say I've been lazy. I've been preoccupied with other things through the week. So I'm recording this Saturday afternoon before I head into work because I was going to record earlier when I got back to the house this morning, around like 8 something, I believe. This morning I set out to record, but I was still a little tipsy, and as much as y'all would probably like to hear one of my episodes of when I'm like not sober and hear my true unhingedness, it's probably funny as fuck. I couldn't do it. I want to be a little more professional than that. So I had to go to sleep, wake up, be completely sober, and here I am now. But who's to say that won't happen at some point in the future, where I just go on a complete tyrant with a glass of tequila in my hand and just fucking this shit up. But news, y'all. I got an update. I have an update. I have my phone. After I got my phone, here was a crazy thing. So I got my phone in the mail. Well, no, I got my phone delivered, but they took delivery back because when the address was put on the shipping label, the apartment number or whatever like that wasn't put on where I live at. So that was the issue. So I had to set the location to a Walgreens to go pick it up, and went to go pick it up during my work shift and got it, put the old SIM card in, and the shit when I registered the old SIM card. It was just another fucking thing waiting to happen. It just did not register the other SIM card. So I'm like, damn, like what the hell? Why is it? So then I called the people who the SIM card is through, Verizon. I called them, and instead of trying to really help me, they tried to upsell me. They legit word for word was like, well, what you can do is you can return the phone back to where you got it from, and then buy that same phone from us, and we can upgrade your plan. At that moment, me being me, the Aquarius that I am, at that moment, once he said, well, you can return the phone that you got, I stopped listening. After he said that shit, I was like, yeah, this is pointless at this point. And I was trying to be like, well, he kept talking, so let him waste his breath, waste your fucking oxygen. And when he got done talking, he was like, would that be something you'd like to go with? I took a deep breath. He said, sir? I said, well, thank you for your time today. I will figure this out myself, and you guys have a good day. On to the next. I figured this shit out. So what I ended up doing was going with T-Mobile. I had to order a new SIM card that was compatible. So, yep, instead of Verizon, I went T-Mobile now. And now the phone works amazingly. It works amazeballs. And speaking of that, like I said in the last episode, how people probably thought I ghosted them. I woke up this morning, or when I got home this morning, I had 3 messages. I don't know who spread the word, or maybe they just got tired. But I woke up with 3 messages. Fucking TikTok. Friends on TikTok. One of them told me they were going to shoot me to fade because they feel like I ghosted them and they missed me. The other one said she was going to cuss me out because where the hell have I been? And then my homeboy was like, so you just going to ghost us now? I had to reply to them. I was like, I told y'all my hiatus is immaculate. Shit, you better be lucky I'm still here, able to communicate, or I'm checking my messages. But yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Mm-mm-mm. People thinking I'm ghosting them. This episode is probably not going to have ads. Even though I said the fifth episode would have ads for businesses and everything like that, like I would promote them, write a script and all that. I have not been able to pitch that to the companies and owners I'm cool with because I had no phone. So we're going to get us another try for next week. And we will see how it goes. This episode will also be, well, y'all can tell by the title, this is random shit number 2 because I really I have stuff to talk about. Like, it's a lot, but I didn't want to put it into, a single category like I do the other episodes. Like, I pick 3 topics I want to talk about, and I try to stick to that. This one is a whole random conumfuck of all the shit that I want to speak about, and it's going to be interesting. But, unfortunately, I have to split this episode of recording into 2 parts. So this is the first half, and the second half will be when I get back from work, which is a short shift. I got to complete, and then I'll be back to record the rest. So don't fret. This is going to be fun, and honestly, depending on what happened at work, I might talk about some shit that happened. But I do want to say, with tomorrow being Father's Day, happy Father's Day to the other pappas out there. Yeah, we are, I don't know where I was going with that. But yeah, happy Father's Day to y'all. Make sure that, even though people don't really care about Father's Day, make sure you get up in the morning and you brush your teeth. Don't go out into this world because other people don't care that way you stop caring. And just forget your hygiene. Take care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves, man. It's also Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, which I'm an advocate for. I try to monitor and maintain my own. Sometimes I go through my dark spiral moments, which I have been finding myself these past couple of days in a battle of staying afloat. But I've been playing it off really well. Nobody's been able to notice. And I've been playing it off to where if nobody's able to notice, then I'm like, why the hell do I notice? It's just thoughts, putting it to the back. Basically, I've been ignoring it, but I know that shit gonna come back with the fucking Hulk Hogan leg drop later. But it's getting close to my time when that happens, so I can kind of feel it creeping up. But paying attention to myself and taking it easy, everything should flow smoothly. I should be all right. And hell, if I'm having a moment while recording one of these episodes for y'all will know. I'll let y'all know. I will put it in the episode because I would like for. Ooh, never mind. Maybe I won't. It depends on the severity. If it's a light moment, I'll let y'all know how I'm feeling. Like in the heat of the moment. If it's a dark moment, then yeah, I would have to end the episode and go outside and do something to stay away from. Anyway, but y'all get it. All right, y'all. So this is the second half of the episode. I would like to apologize beforehand if you hear my neighbors. The dog is barking. Not right now at the moment, but you might hear him in the background. Aside from that, I like to say that I find it funny how before I went to work, I was like, yeah, I waited to record this half because I wanted to be professional, I wanted to sober up because I was still tipsy and so on and so forth. And then after work, which is now, I completely said, fuck it. I'm working on my 3rd Corona extra, no virus. I said, fuck it. They want the unhingedness. They're going to get some unhingedness. Unhingedness. Chaos. It's going to be chaos. So yeah, I'm enjoying my new phone. I still have 3 phones to get. Don't judge me, okay? Don't judge me when I say this. I'll probably like 3 phones. What the fuck? You just got, wait, what? 3 phones? Yes. So at one point in time last year, I had 4 phones. Why do I need 4 phones? Follow me. All right. Just don't stumble. So one phone is my business phone because I own a company, right? Which is producing this podcast episode or a show. That's the company that produces it. Then I have my personal phone, right? That's the phone that I have regular conversations on. And then I have two emergency phones. One emergency phone is able to, well, both of them are able to kind of transition between cell phone networks. So if I'm out somewhere and say I'm like with T-Mobile and I'm out somewhere, I'm able to reconnect to whatever tower I'm near, even if it's not T-Mobile or whatever, just in case I'm stranded somewhere. So that's what both of them are able to do. But one of them has internet access to it just in case I need to do a little extra shit and like international shit, and then the other one doesn't. So it's just like local. So I'm strategic with how I move and do things, just in case. They're not burner phones. They just, just I still got to work towards getting a personal phone, because this one's probably going to be actually, I don't know if I'm going to make this my personal phone or just get another business phone. We'll see. Cause I still got my other SIM card. And with that one, I'm thinking about making that into an emergency phone, which I may do. I think that'd be smart. Anyway, so about this episode and the random shit that there's to talk about. Let's talk about accountability. Let's talk about how people do shit, or lack of accountability. Let's talk about how people do shit themselves and blame you for it. Let's talk about that shit. Why? Because that's one of the reasons why I have my third Corona open right now, which I'm going to happily take a sip of. Where the fuck am I from? Y'all believe in aliens? I think that's what that was. But anyway, so let's talk about the shit that people do. The lack of accountability and the lack of awareness. Fuck that. The lack of. Let's talk about the lack of and how annoying it is. Like, so me as a person, I really don't give a fuck what people do as long as they do that shit away from me, right? Like, if you're gonna be, if you're gonna run around with a small propane tank in your hand and a torch in another hand and gasoline on you, then obviously I wouldn't suggest you do that shit because it's not a good idea. But if you're going to do that shit away from me and allow me to turn away so I don't see the fucking end result of that. Like, I didn't see anything. I just know that shit is not a good idea, but I don't know what happened. And then I can continue forward my life. So, and that's how I operate on anything. If I'm the worst fucking person to get in an accident in front of, because I've done this shit before. So I've witnessed car accidents, right? And it only took one time for me to witness one, and the person step out the car and asked me if I could be an eyewitness. It only took one time for me to say yes, to realize that I have to wait my ass here for an hour at least before the cops get here and all the shit gets situated. So I have cleared my schedule. 3 hours is gone. 3 hours of my time is about gone. I'm done. For whatever I had to do for the next 3 hours is fucking done. It's not gonna get done. It only took one time for that shit to happen, for me to learn that I don't want to be a witness to any fucking thing. I don't want to be a witness to nothing. If I am a witness to it, I'm not a witness to it. If I was a witness to it, no the fuck I wasn't. If I see it, no I didn't. All right? So, unless it's, I have certain parameters about that, though. I have certain parameters about that. Certain ones. All right? So, this is an example of what I mean about the lack of the accountability. People do shit and then blame it on you, right? So at work today, dealing with a customer, and they left the rental that they had in a they didn't bring it back the way that they got it, right? And I let them know that I didn't, before I put the charges on and everything like that, I let them know. I said, hey, I'm just coming to you to let you know this. I'm gonna give you a chance to correct the issue if you want to. I said, but this is what's going on. And I explained to them. I said, hey, this is what's going on right now. This was not like this before it was rented, more than likely. And I know that even though you didn't pick it up from our location, I pretty much know that because the system is showing me where it was and how it was before you rented it. And they was going back, no, because I did this and I did this and I did that. I said, okay, did you take a photo of it before? I said, because you got a paper to find out how it was, or you got some documentation to find out how it was, and you're supposed to check it out before you drive off. And they was like, nah, I ain't get none of that. And I'm sitting here like, in my mind, I don't want to call him a liar, but in my mind, I was like, yo, then in that case, if you didn't get any of that, how did you drive off? Because the paper lets you know what vehicle it is. If you don't have that, then what, you just randomly got into the motherfucker? That ain't how that works. The paper lets you know, the documentation you get before you actually leave the lot lets you know what is what. That's how you operate the shit. That's how the shit just operates. It just flows. It lets you know where your key is and how to get the shit, right? So said they didn't have that. Okay, cool. So told them one more time. I said, so I'm still gonna give you a chance to correct the issue. Otherwise, it's gonna be an additional $75 charge. I said, and to correct the issue, it's probably not gonna be anywhere near that. It'll probably be $30. And he was like, man, I'm gonna just have to take that hit. Okay, cool. You're taking a hit, right? I go to walk away. He's on the phone. I didn't know he was on the phone. The person was on hold or whatever like that. And as I walk away, I hear me being blamed. How the fuck am I being blamed for shit that I'm clean? What? And I didn't say anything, but it just in my mind it was like, bro, the lack of accountability that people take for their actions. It's like, how do you literally dropped the shit off to me. I looked at it and realized something was wrong. How was that my issue? Like it's one of those I don't understand. Like how can you not be like, damn, yeah, that is my bad. Like, yeah, that's on me. That's on me. Shit, I should have did better. I can do better. Can I fix it? I can fix it. Let me go fix it. How is that not a thing for like what goes through people's head that don't take accountability for their own actions? And if some of y'all don't take accountability for your own actions, what goes to y'all mind? I'm curious. Like, is it just one of those? Nah, it can't be me. It can't be me. But all signs pointing to you. Even like your gut feeling knows it's you, and you're just like, nah. That's delusional, right? That's delulu. That's being delusional, because it is you. It was definitely you. It was your fault. Okay, cool. And it's fine, because you're not gonna like. It's not one of those. It was your fault. Oh, you're the worst person or worst being. It's like, no, it was just your fault. Okay, you chop it up. Boom. Just be careful next time. That's all it is. I don't understand it. Example of the lack of awareness that people have along with that. So this is like 2021, the beginning of 2021. And I was working up in Georgia at a Lowe's. I was doing MST work. I was one of the blue shirts that usually see it early in the mornings that help set up the store to showroom quality and help build beams and basically like engineering work, right? So there was a customer, and we don't deal with the customers. Like the blue shirt don't deal with customers. Really, that's the stores, like the actual red vest job at Lowe's. So I was where the lawnmowers are, and I was just trying to check and make sure the price tag was on and everything like that. Everything looked good. Make sure the beams were set right. And a customer walks in. He's on speakerphone. He's talking loud as hell. but he walks past me, and the reason why he caught my attention was he was looking for some item, but he said the name Home Depot. He said, I'm in Home Depot right now. That's what caught my attention. Because in my mind, I said, no, the fuck you aren't. You're in Lowe's. This is not Home Depot. Complete different color scheme. You are not there, my brother. You are here. And you need to realize that shit quickly, or you're not going to find what the fuck you're looking for. I didn't say anything to him because I was hoping that he would realize it. I was hoping. I had too much fucking hope. I was hoping. And I realized hope doesn't bring light all the time. This man I watched him walk to the other end of the store where lumber is. I was at the front of the store where gardening is, lawn and gardening. He walked to the entire other end of the store. And it's a big store too. And I mean, he got to walk past me to leave. So I'm doing my work in this section, and I'm gonna be here for a minute. I know it was over 40 minutes. I don't think it was an hour, but I knew it was between 40 minutes and an hour that it took for me to see this man. I thought he had got past me somehow. I don't know. He walks up to me, like he beelines it straight towards me from like the plumbing section. And he's like, hey man, I've been in the store for a long time, and I'm looking for this part right here. He shows me his phone, and his phone is Home Depot's website. My first thought was, bruh, are you serious? So I remember telling him, I said, hey, first of all, this is Home Depot website. This is not Home Depot store. And he looks around, and he's like, oh shit, I'm in Lowe's. He said, that's why I can't find it. He said, damn, I spent so much time. Thank you, man, and walks out. The realization that I had, just from that, like that don't seem to be like a big issue. Besides, damn, bro, like you just spent all your time in the wrong fucking store, right? Like that may be what the typical person think about. What I thought about was, it was early in the fucking morning. Bro, you got out of bed. You probably set an alarm to get this shit done. You got out of bed, brushed your teeth, washed your face, took a shit, piss, whatever it is you do in the morning, your morning routine. Then you went to your car or truck, cranked that motherfucker up, and drove with the intention of going to one location, one store, and drove to an entire different store and spent close to an hour in that wrong store before you realized you were in the wrong store. The awareness, you had to walk into the store. You had to walk past it saying Lowe's. You had to walk past the entire color scheme of the store you're in. There's many signs in Lowe's that lets you know you're in Lowe's. You had to walk past all those fucking signs and not pay attention to any of them just to find out by me, you're in the wrong fucking store, bro. How do people walk around not realizing simple shit? Simple shit. Like I question what people see when they look in a mirror. I question, like, when you look in a mirror, do you see you? What do you see? Are you aware of yourself? Like, are you really aware of yourself? Like, if you hold your arms out to the side right now, do you have awareness of the length of your space, your own space? Do you, like, if you're trying to fit into an area while you're driving and you got a car, you're trying to fit into a lane and you're trying to squeeze between two cars like they do in New York and Atlanta. Do people know the fucking dimensions of their car? Those are aware people. They know the dimensions of their car before they make that lane change. Are you like that with yourself? Like, do you know the dimensions of you? Do you know your space? Are you aware where the fuck you're going and what you're doing? Because that just blows my mind. We had a customer drop off a vehicle, and they were smoking on the inside of the vehicle and left ashes in the cup holder. My coworker went to ask him. He's like, "Hey, were you smoking in the vehicle? Cause there's a charge that I'm getting ready to charge on there, a cleaning fee, because we don't allow like cigarette ashes to be left in the cup holders or anything like of course, clean the shit out." And he was like, "Nah, that wasn't me." Like, okay. He said, "Because it smells like cigarettes. You just brought it back and it smells like cigarettes." The guy was like, "Nah, I wasn't smoking in there." Okay, cool. Coworker comes back in after he leaves, go checks the truck out, comes back in, and he calls the people outside, gives them an option to go put gas in it because it was not at the right fuel level either of where it should be picked up at based on what they wanted. In that, him giving them the option to go put more fuel in, he gives them the option to kind of like clean it out, get an air freshener or something like that, so that way they won't be charged. The guy was like, "Nah, man, I ain't do this, I ain't do that, blah, 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 blah." Okay. The proof and evidence say otherwise, but okay, all right, brother, cool. He charged him, right? He charged him for what they should be charged for. Print out their receipt, him and his wife. So they looking at the receipt. The wife lets him know that they got charged extra because he decided to smoke in the vehicle. She said that in my presence. So that confirmed to me that you did fucking smoke in the vehicle, bro. The man go outside and gets to my coworker's face. Bruh, you're mad that you got caught for what you did. Lack of accountability. I cannot stand. If it's one thing, how Stone Cold said, if it's one thing I can't stand, goddamn lack of accountability. It's so simple. I swear, I promise you feel better. I swear, if you just take accountability for your own actions and not be, just own up to it, I swear you feel better. It builds your character too. It builds your characteristics. It's not hard. It's not difficult. It's basically saying, "Yep, that was me. I did it." Whether it's good or bad, hell, take the claim for it if you did it and move on. I can see where there's some reasons or some positions where you shouldn't, but other than that, like if it's not one of those reasons, then I don't see why it's hard to do. But to each their own their each, I guess, something like that. People. Y'all ever hit y'all shin on something so hard y'all want to fight the object y'all hit y'all shin on? Or is that just me? It's a damn. I think this entire episode is gonna be about shit that happened either at my job or at another job. So we got these these shits where people can haul things, right? I hit my shin on that shit earlier. I was in a rush. I was walking fast from like one part of the lot to the next, and I went to step over it, and I hit my shin on that shit, and I got a little gash on there. Man, I wanted to pick that up and launch that shit into space. Just get the fuck out of my way. But I don't. Maybe that's just me. I'm just say that's me, because I'll run into walls. But I'll be walking and the corner of the side of my shoulder would like hit the corner of a wall or something like that. And I'll turn around, look at the wall, and size it up like, I would knock you the hell down. You better realize I'm the one mobile around here. You better steady, not move, but move out my way. Yeah, I'm the. Oh yeah, I asked y'all earlier. Y'all believe in aliens? Y'all believe in aliens? Y'all know what I think aliens are? I don't think they're the Martians, like the little green men. I don't think they're the gray creatures with the big heads. I think they're us. I think they look like us. I think they are us. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it right now. Because I don't want this to be a conspiracy episode. I don't want that. But I think they're us. Somewhere I don't know, but I think they're us. They look like us. So that's probably why you have some weird ones like me, who exist. And I'm not gonna share my spaceship with y'all, but that might be why. I don't know. What y'all think? Y'all can reply after this episode is posted, or y'all listen to it. Let me know what y'all think of aliens. Do y'all believe in them? Do y'all not? If you do not, why not? You don't think there's others out there? Y'all think we're the only ones? Because that's hard for me to believe. With the way shit is fucked up by other people, I find it hard for me to believe that we are the only ones out here fucking shit up. I believe somewhere in some other planet or whatever like that, they're fucking shit up out there too. I believe everything's just fucked up to some extent. I believe that there's more than just us. So this might be the shortest episode because I did write down things to talk about in the other phone, the temporary phone that I was using, but that phone got on my nerves so much that I cleared all my information from it when I got this one and just returned it back to where I had got it, because there's no fucking way I was gonna keep that phone. That shit, no. That phone could not play music and send a text message at the same time without crashing. Nah, I'm done with that. But this might be the shortest episode. I'm not finna end it right now, but I don't know. And I might post a midweek episode as like a get back. Kind of like one of those, because I was supposed to have ads in this one. That kind of just did everything up to make this episode longer. I was going to call this originally the debunking, where I was going to go into all these Aquarius things that people say, like one of them I seen earlier that was like Aquarius, when they're going through something, or when something's not right, they disappear and come back, or they disappear, work, grind, whatever, to figure this stuff out. They fix it and then they come back. Like they isolate themselves when they're going through it in order to fix it. It ain't got to be nothing serious. It can just be fun as money not right. It can be something simple like that. And they disappear, and when they come back, that situation is fixed. And that is perfectly accurate, because I've disappeared, which is why I got those messages on social media that I got earlier. So I was gonna call this the debunking, which I might call the next episode that I was gonna do something. I think I'm gonna do something special for the next episode. I'm not thought about making this a Father's Day episode, but then I would want to have guests on here for that. So, and I would want to record it earlier in the week so that way it comes out on Father's Day, which is tomorrow. So that didn't happen either. So it's all good though, because I have a plan ahead, and I think y'all are gonna like it. A special bonus episode and so on and so forth. So with that being said, another reason why this episode isn't going to be that long is because it is 10 o'clock now, because I had to wait to record tonight because the neighbors were loud. But I need to get this edited, and I'm not trying to record for an hour completely and then have to edit an hour's worth of audio, which would take me about 5 hours to do. I got to be to work in the morning. I ain't got time for that shit right now. So I hope y'all have enjoyed this short episode, Random Shit Part 2. There's going to be a Random Shit Part 3. It's going to be better. I promise. It's going to be better. It's going to be a lot more random shit. But it's going to be shit that y'all could probably relate more to. More relate to? You get what I'm trying to say. All of that. So, until next time, Panther Forte, thank you guys for stopping by and listening. Until next time, Panther Forte, out.